along here. Almost forgotten.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think.
Nice.
That's great. Perfect. Right. Good. So sit on the mat, try to lower the knees towards the ground. Notice if it is a comfortable position. Perfect. You can do it this way. Place your left foot between the knees like this. Good. And then bring the other leg. Perfect. It's hard to lower the knee in this position. A little bit.
Fine. That's fine.
Perfect. So sit on this position. Remain your spine straight. Good. You can rest the palms of your hands on your knees. On your knees. Good. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders. Good. Just bring your attention to this present moment. Breathe through your nose. You can close your eyes. Relax the muscles of your face. Relax the jaw. Good. Feeling the support between your hands and your knees. Perfect. Feeling the hips really grounded on the floor. Perfect. With the eyes closed. Breathe through the nose. Perfect. Bringing your attention to the breathing patterns. So feel your navel moving forward as you inhale and moving back towards your spine as you exhale. Perfect. Breathe in through the nose. Nice. Perfect. Let's remain here by one, with the eyes closed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Remaining with the eyes closed, you can start to do some circles with your head in a counterclockwise sense. Okay? Good. Relax the shoulders, lower the shoulders. Bring the chin close to the chest.
Wait a second, Matthew. I'm sorry.
No
Just a second.
problem. Oops.
Sorry, just something rang my door.
Sorry?
My doorbell rang, and yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Everything's okay now?
Yeah, everything good.
So, let's do it one more time. Relax the shoulders. Good. You can rest your hands on your knees, but if it's not comfortable, you can also touch the fingers here and support your hands above your ankles like this, just to relax the shoulders. Place the hands down to the ankles, so extend the arms a little bit like more like here. Great. Just find a comfortable position.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So close your eyes one more time. Breathe in through the nose. Belly. Inhaling, moving the navel forward. And exhaling, moving the navel back. Good. One, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's start our practice, bringing our intention to the mobility of our neck. Because today we will understand how the Sirshasanas work, the inversion, the first inversion that we learned in our yoga practice. So with the shoulders relaxed, lower the shoulder. Do some circles with your head, bringing the chin close to the chest to draw that circles. Big circles, bringing the chin close to the shoulder, close to the chest, and completing the circles. I'm trying to keep it doing it by one. Good. 2. Perfect. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Reverse the movement in the other direction. Good. By 1. Perfect. 2. Perfect. 3. 4. And 5. Perfect. Interlace your fingers in the back of your head. Good. From here, you can close your elbows, right? And then bring the chin close to the chest and let your head move forward as you close your elbows to feel a good stretch in the back of your neck. You don't need to force the head down, okay? Just close the elbows, bring the chin towards the chest, and try to hold this position perfect in a gentle way, just to feel a good stretch in the back of the neck. And breathe here by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, interlace the fingers below your chin, under your chin, and then lift your chin towards the ceiling to a good stretch in this anterior part of the neck. Good. Closing the elbows as well. Perfect. And remain here by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Perfect. You can support your left hand on your left knee, and then the fingers of your right hand you move to the left head, and then bring your ear close to the shoulder and let your head lower down to the shoulder to breathe through your nose and feel a good stretch this flexor of your neck. And remain here. Perfect. By 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Other side. Support the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the right side of your head, and a few good stretch in the lateral muscles of your neck, bringing the ear down to the shoulder, and breathe. Perfect. By 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Inhale. Perfect. And to finish the stretches in the neck, you can do it one more time to the other side. So support your left hand on your left knee. The right hand will be on the left side of your head. But then we will do the same stretch in a different way. We will use a isometric contraction. So imagine that you want to lift your head towards your left side and your right hand forced to the opposite side. So you remain with this muscle of your head contracting a little bit and relaxing a little bit. So use the head to move to your left side and the hand to move to your right side and remain with an isometric contraction in this region. Good. By 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Other side, just a little bit. Try to lift the head to the side, to the right side, and the left hand to lower the head, the opposite directions. With this muscle active. By 1, 2, and 3. Good. Interlace the fingers behind your back. From now, interlace the fingers behind the back. Good. Shoulders up, back, and down. And when you notice that your shoulders is in a lower position, interlace the fingers, shoulders up, back, and down. And then touch the shoulder blades to press the chest forward and to stretch the muscles of your shoulders, creating a side back bend here. Good. By 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Bring the right biceps towards the chest with the thumbs pointing to the ceiling. Good. Exhale. I will try to do it this way. Bring the biceps close to the chest and hold the triceps over here. And then lower the shoulder blades to bring the intention to the lats and for the back of your shoulder. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale. Other side. Lower the shoulder blade. Perfect. With the arms extended. Perfect. By 1, 2, and 3. Good. Interlace the fingers behind your back one more time. Shoulders up, back, and down. Touch the shoulder blades and move the chest forward. Good. By 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Take a deep inhalation through your nose. Inhale. Lift your arms towards the ceiling. And from here, and go back to my mat. From here, your arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist your spine to your left side. Right hand above your left knee. And twist the spine with your arm extended. Good. You can hold the edge of your knee with the hand, okay? Like this. And then pull your navel back and up and twist the spine. Pull it back. Good. Perfect. Inhale. Lift your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale. Twist to the other side. Good. Perfect. And from here, let's start our asana practice to warm your body up before I introduce you to the Sirshasana. Okay? Do you remember our salutation A that we worked before in the first classes?
Yeah, I think so.
We work with sun salutation A to warm the body up. And as you finish the sun salutation, I will explain to you how to work in the Sirshasana. Okay?
Cool. Yeah.
Here, good. Step forward to the front edge of the mat. Nice. Good. Take a deep inhalation. Draw a big circle with your arms towards the ceiling, towards the sky actually. Perfect. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit to bring the chest close to the thighs. Perfect. Good execution. Step back with your right foot. Good. Lower the hip to the ground and Anjaneyasana. Let's work in this variation. Lift your hands towards the ceiling, knees on the ground. Good. Press the hips forward, down. Nice. Good. Exhale, hands to the ground. And step back with your left leg. Good. Lean forward, Chaturanga, squeezing the abs and the glutes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Perfect. Breathe. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, step forward with your right foot, placing the right foot between the hands. Nice. Lower the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, squeezing the glutes, moving the hips forward and down, and move the arms back too. Try to look between the thumbs, lifting the head. Nice. Balancing in the position. Exhale. Good. Hands to the ground. Step forward with the left foot. Inhale, halfway in the Anjaneyasana. Just extend the legs. In the Uttanasana. Create space in the spine before. Inhaling through the nose. Extending the spine. And then take a deep breath in, drawing a big circle with the arms. And exhale. Bring the hands to the center of your chest. In this final of the sequence, just finishing, remember that when you start in the sequence, you are with the hands in the center of your chest, and then take a deep breath in, exhale, Uttanasana. In the final of the movement of the sequence, you take a step forward, take a deep breath in just to create space in the spine, and then you move to the Uttanasana. And from here, inhale, draw that big circle with the arms, and then you bring the hands to the center of your chest to start the sequence over. Okay? And then inhale, and so on. Okay? Three
Okay.
rounds, making that link between the breath and the movement of your body. Good. Perfect. Start with the hands in the center of your chest. Anjali Mudra. Perfect. Draw a big circle towards the ceiling. Nice, my friend. And then exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, lift your head, step back with the left foot. Good. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Lift the hands up to the sky. Open the chest. Nice. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back with your right foot, perfect transition. Lean forward, Chaturanga, try to hold the pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect transition. Breathe through the nose, right foot forward between the hands. Nice. Lower the hip to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Perfect. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step forward with the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift to create space. Good. And then exhale, Uttanasana. Perfect, my friend. Good transitions. Inhale, draw that big circle with the arms. Perfect. And bring the hands to the center of the chest. Perfect. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, draw a big circle with the arms. Perfect. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Hands on the ground, knees. Step back with the left foot. Good. Lower the hip. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Perfect. Squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips forward and down. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Step back with the left foot. Perfect. Lean forward. Bend the elbows. Anjaneya Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing through the nose. Perfect. Step forward with the right foot. Placing the foot between the hands. Nice. Lower the hip to the ground. Inhale. Anjaneyasana. Nice. Perfect. And exhale. Hands to the ground. Step forward with the left foot. Halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Then inhale, start to lift the chest. And then draw that circle with the arms. Perfect transition. Exhale, hands to the chest. One more. Inhale. Perfect. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the chest. Step back with the right foot. Perfect. Knee to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Good transitions. Fixing the gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, hands to the ground. Nice. Step back with the left foot. Perfect. Lean forward, Chaturanga. Nice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. Step forward with the other foot. Good. Knee to the ground. Inhale. Anjaneyasana. Pressing the hips forward and down. Nice, my friend. From here, exhale. Step forward with the right foot. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, draw a big circle with the arms towards the ceiling. Good. And exhale, bring the hands to the center of your chest. Perfect. And now, let's do the following. The first inversion that we will learn will be the Shirshasana, in which the support of the support that will balance our body will be the top of our head. But you also need a good strength in the upper limbs, in the arms, in the forearms, in the shoulders, and a good pose that will teach you which muscles to activate will be the crow pose, a pose that we learned before, in which you
Yeah.
support your knees above the triceps and trying to balance yourself. Okay? So we will do the crow pose about 3 times before we do the Sirsasana. That you notice that will be better to activate the muscles. Okay? So just lean your camera forward a bit more, down to the ground, or move the mat to that side.
Really?
Yeah, perfect.
This?
This way is perfect. Good. So let's do the crow pose 3 times, supporting the knees on the triceps, with your knees about your hip distance width. Perfect. Nice. Lean forward, bend both knees, bringing the heels close to the hips. Breathe. Good. Breathing through the nose. Nice. Perfect. Great. Great balance, my friend. Notice how high are your hips in this pose. You're doing it perfectly. Can you see that? Comparing to the first time
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
lift,
true. Actually,
lift the camera just a bit more to pick more of you and less of the ground.
like this.
More back, actually.
Like this.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do 2 more times the crow pose, paying attention in the muscle that you activate, and notice that it's easier if you create this intention to close the elbows instead of open the
Yeah.
elbows. To close the
Okay.
elbows to focus activation in the upper part of the chest. You're doing it great. Perfect. Take a deep breath in. Perfect. Start to lift the hips. Shift the weight forward. Good. Bringing the heels up to the hips, creating this compression. Breathing through the nose. Good. Breathe. Breathing through the nose. Perfect. Fixing the gaze on the ground. Nice. My friend, this was awesome. Your heels bring really close to the hips. If you remain with
Yeah.
this compression in the other poses that you learned, you will
Okay.
make
Nice.
any arm balance. It was perfect. Really great.
Thanks, man.
One more time, you did it perfectly. Trying to pay attention in this activation because like your body already knows how to do it, but paying attention in the thing that you feel while doing this pose, because we will feel the same thing when we do the inversion. It will be a little bit harder because the balance is in a different plane. You need to remain your body straight above your head, so you experience some sensations of fear, and it's a little bit hard to keep the balance, but the activation in the muscles, the foundation that we will use will be the same. Okay, so do the bakasana
Okay.
one more time, feel the shoulders working, the forearms working, and so on, because you'll notice that will be much more easy. So take a deep breath in and let's do it. Good. Good, lean forward. Heels close to the hips, keeping this activation. Breathing through the nose. Good. Holding the pose. Breathe. Breathe. Breathing through the nose. Good balance. Good stability. You did it great. So, my friend, let's understand how to place the head on the ground. This is the first thing, okay? So, in the inversions, we will experience that fear of fall of the pose. But notice, if you fall off the pose in the worst way as possible, the only thing that will happen is to make a roll forward. You're not
Yeah,
hurt
yeah, I
yourself
see.
in any way. You already did jiu-jitsu, as you said, me. So that's for
Yeah,
you doing the
I know.
jiu-jitsu. You'll be the same, okay? You cannot hurt
Okay,
yourself
easy.
because when your chin bring close to the chest, move close to the chest, you create like a
Yeah,
pillow for your neck, so you don't hurt
yeah, so,
yourself in any way. Okay? So just to
okay.
understand how to place the head on the ground, let's do it. You will remain your shoulders about, you move your hands about your shoulder width, okay? Like this, good. And the same foundation that you use for the chaturanga, you will the same foundation that you use here. Just take a step
Yeah,
back so your hands remain in the middle of the mat. Good. And in this position, you will close the elbows at the same way that you do in the chaturanga. In the chaturanga, we do not do with the elbows in this way, right? We close the
no,
elbows
no, sure.
to the shoulder width. And remain with this activation, really trying to close the elbows. You can remain your knees between the hands, like this. And then with this activation to close the elbows, try to depress your shoulder blades a little bit, curve the spine, good, and then lean forward, bending the elbows, bring the chin towards the chest, and place the top of your head on the ground. Okay? Bend the elbows. Yeah, but notice one detail. Wait a little bit. We're doing this. Look. Can you see that my head is between my hands?
Yeah,
You want to move it forward to create a wider
yeah,
foundation. So protract your shoulder blades, lean forward, and when you can't, lean more, bend the elbows.
yeah,
Good, perfect. We're trying to place the top of your head, actually.
yeah,
Bring the chin a bit more to the chest, and then touch the top of your head, closing the elbows. Right? Good. Just with the wrist. Nice. Head to the ground. Good. Perfect. You have a perfect foundation here. So the only thing that you need to do is, when I move my head to the ground, like this, I have this proclivity to remain with my spine in an extension. And I don't want this with my spine, I want a flexion with my spine, a protraction in the shoulder blades. So remain with this activation, lower the head to the ground, and then lift the hips coming to the tip of your toes. Then you can support the left knee and the right knee in the same way that we did the crow pose.
I see.
If you do not have this activation in the shoulder blades and this flexion in the spine, it will be much more difficult. So pay attention in these details, right?
Yeah,
And closing the elbows is really important too. The hands are so close, too close. Open the hands a bit more, shoulder width. More actually,
more,
more.
this,
You can let it in the distance of the this rug on the ground.
mhm.
Perfect. Head to the ground. Good. Lift the hips. Perfect. Hips high. Nice. Support one knee. The another. Good. And breathe. Try to breathe in this position. Perfect. By 1, 4, and 5. Good. You can go back. Nice. Perfect. How did it feel? Hard? Okay?
Oh, good, good.
Oh,
I
good.
thought, to be honest, that I feel less comfortable, but it's fine.
It was completely okay, comfortable. You
Completely.
did not feel strain in the neck.
No, nothing, nothing.
So this is the perfect foundation for your body, with the hands in this way and with the head in this position. Okay?
Perfect.
So I want to share something with you. Notice one thing that I will place you see. Look at it. Then I'll make a draw in the recording that I made for you, that I made of you. Say something. I will draw here in red. No, I think the other color works better. Let me play the strong purple. So this is the line of your head, and this is the line of your hips. These two squares. Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Can
Yeah.
you
I
see
see.
that your hips are really close of the line of your head?
Yeah.
So the only thing that you need to do now is you start the movement, bringing the hips back. You want this movement with the hips, okay? Hips. Make a line between the head and the hips.
I see.
When
I
you
see.
create this line, you notice that your legs will become lighter and you can move your legs in a more easy way, right? And then this is the first step to lift your legs up to the sky, right? So
I see.
you bring the hips back, but how you move your hip back? Using your hip flexors. Instead of just move the hip, trying to use the hip flexors, bringing your knees close to the chest to create compression to lift your legs. In the crow pose, do you notice that when you did the crow pose, you did this with your legs, bringing the
Yeah.
hip
Yeah.
to the chest. This is the activation of the hip flexors. In this inversion, you do the same thing. So I am in the foundation here, and then what I want to do, to bring my knees towards my chest, to bring my hips to the line of my shoulders. And then from here, I have space to extend my legs up to the sky. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Makes sense.
Let's bring the hips to the line of the shoulders, remaining with the feet closed, and then you extend the legs. But you don't need to extend the legs at this moment. Let's just shift the weight to the hips. Don't hold the breath in any moment, okay? Good. Perfect technique. Lean forward, protracting the shoulder blades. Lean forward. Walk forward with the foot, with the feet.
My head was not perfect there. I tried again.
Problem. The head is the most important thing. If you notice that your head is not good in the ground, replace the head
Yeah.
in another position.
Okay.
You can do it with your leg. Try to place the head like just two fingers in the front of the hands.
Okay.
You don't need to place the head too far. Good, good position for the head. Lean forward. Yes, lift the hips. Great. Walk forward. Walk forward. Knees above the triceps. Keeping that activation.
I think I did it too fast.
Yeah, you need to do it more slow, breathing. And if the mat are like moving apart,
Yeah.
you can place the you can
With
use
the.
the mat horizontally actually. If you notice if
Oh
it
yeah, yeah. Like this.
yeah, and then it will be you have more space for the hands and the head. Let's do it. Engage in the core, engage in the arms, head more close to the hands. Good, good position. Protract the shoulder blades, close in the elbows, lift the hips, walk forward, lift the toes. Good. Place the knee above the triceps. One side. Good activation. Another side. Perfect. Breathe. Touch the feet together. And start to lift the hips slowly. Breathe in through the nose. From the hips. Bring the hips back. Lifting the knees. Good. Lift. Perfect. Try to lift the hips. Using the hands too. Nice. Almost there. Good.
Yeah, I felt it.
It was too hard with both legs at the same time.
um, no, it was fine. I think I know exactly the movement I need to do to like lift it, but it's like still I need to overcome the I will fall forward, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the
This fear of lose the balance is the first. It's a big stone in the path when you are learning
yeah,
the inversions. But we have some ways to overcome that. Look. You can lift one leg at a time if it's hard to lift both legs at the same time. Like remain with the both knees bent in an initial position, and then extend one leg. And when you feel comfortable, you bring the another one.
yeah,
Or you can pay attention and in the way that you do the pose. Like when you are supporting our weight on your head, we often think the pose in a passive way. And the thing that is happening here is to create space to lift your legs of the triceps, you need to push the ground away with the hands too. It's a active
mhm,
pose. So you push the ground with the hands and this allows you to lift the legs too. Okay?
I see,
Let's try in
I
this
see.
way. Push the ground away with the hands. But if you notice that you still don't have space, then you lift one leg, engage in the glutes, point in the foot, and then lift the another one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
And don't hold the breath. Really, it influence a lot. If you hold the breath, it will be much more hard.
okay. I will pay attention. To be honest, I don't even remember if I hold my breath or not. So probably I have it.
There's a lot of details to pay attention during the inversion, but you're doing great. I will remember you to breathe. So place the head on the ground, close to the hands. Not that close, but close to the hands. Good. Perfect position for the head. Protract the shoulder blades, close the elbows. Good. Lift the hips. Walk forward with the toes, the more that you can. Place the one knee. Good. Place the another knee. Perfect. Push the ground away with the hands and start to lift the legs towards the ceiling. Good. Nice. Extend this leg completely. Good. Create stability for the another one. Lift the other leg. Engage in the glutes. Good. Almost
Oh,
there.
oh man, yeah.
This is one variation of the Sirsasana. This is the Sirsasana 1. And I also want to share
Okay.
with you the second variation of the Sirsasana. That is the Sirsasana 2. It varies from people to people. But some people think this first variation easier, others find this variation that I will share with you right now easier. So let's find which variation works better for you, and then we work on them to master completely before we move to the next
Okay.
one. Okay? The other variation, we do not use this tripod of hands and
Okay.
head. We use our forearms and the head.
Oh, okay. I
The
see.
secret here to make any inversion is that you don't do it in a passive way. Your arms and head are not receiving the weight, receiving the load. They are pushing the ground away to release the
Okay.
strain of the neck and of the head
Okay.
to strengthen your arm.
Basically, like below
Exactly.
triceps.
It's up to the triceps
Yeah.
to make you create stability in the pose. So you use the triceps to push the ground away, the triceps and the shoulders to create all the stability in the pose. So the second variation of the Sirsasana, you will you can start with the knees on the ground in the same way that you do the child's pose, the Balasana. And then a really important detail, you will use the fingertips to understand the width of your shoulders. So you try to touch the triceps with the fingers, and then you have a
Mhm.
perfect distance for your arms. Then notice that my spine is already flexed. I already have this perfect this curvature on my spine. So I lean forward a little bit with my spine in this position, completely flexed. Interlace my fingers, and I will place my head between my wrists. But the way that I place my head is the same way that I placed it before in the first variation, with the top.
Mhm.
But just pay attention here in this detail.
Mhm.
And you do, and I will watch you. Place the head between the hands, and then bring the shoulders back. Can you see this movement in my shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm. Mhm.
Back, and then lift the hips. From here, you can walk forward with the tip of your toes the more that you can. Bend one knee, and instead of lift the legs, push the knee towards the chest, and then bring the other one. If you just receive the load on the shoulder, you will not create stability for the pose. You need to push the ground away and to bring the shoulders back, like
I
this.
see.
Okay? Breathe into
Okay.
some great balance in the pose. Perfect. Protract the shoulder blades. Good. Curve the spine completely. Good. Lift the hips. Legs extended. Perfect. Walk forward. Bend one knee. Bring the hips back. Good. Great. Breathe. Nice. Engage the glutes. Feet together. Breathe. Breathe. Engage in the glutes. Extending the legs. I think
Oh,
that we we found which variation works better.
yeah,
I
this one
think
feels natural, I would say.
what is that?
This one feels more natural for sure.
Yeah, completely. I think that we do not have
But I thought to be honest that I had to push more with my hands towards the floor, but I had to push more with my like elbows to the floor.
in this
You know what
variation.
I mean? Yeah, it felt like
Exactly. Like to release the strain of the head, you need to activate the muscles on your arms. You
yeah,
feel a little bit in the elbows in the beginning, but you feel more in the joint of the elbow because in the
yeah, yeah,
beginning
yeah.
you took a lot of load in the joint because you enter in a fast way and then you have to fight to balance because
Yeah.
your legs was wobbling back and
No,
forth.
but it wasn't actually joined. It was more like just this part was pushing more than this. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. You
Yeah,
need this activation, this flexion in the shoulder, and then you feel this part of the forearms working to create
yeah,
alignment in the pose. This is exactly what I said. Okay?
perfect.
But you need to do it in a more slow way. Breathing, it
Okay.
works. You did it naturally, your body
Uh,
just entering in the pose, so you feel a bit more of a strain. But if you do it in a more controlled way, it will be better.
mhm,
Try to think in this pose in steps,
mhm.
in 3 steps.
Okay.
Okay? So let me just bring the camera back, and you can do the same thing. Then I will see you completely while you're doing the
I
pose.
can't bring the camera more back. Actually, it's like a wall behind you.
Oh, so if you,
Wait,
if
maybe
you
maybe I,
bring
maybe I
the
can put it here. Is that better? Like this?
The camera is above something. Like you can place the camera on the ground actually. Then I can
It's
see you
it's like
completely.
it's like here, you know,
If you can place the camera on the ground, perfect.
like
Good.
this.
Yeah, just lower the camera a bit more.
Nice,
Perfect. Here I can see you completely. Lift a bit more. Lift a bit more.
nice.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And the final you lift.
So,
Perfect. A bit more to the ground. A bit more. Lift a bit more back actually. Yeah, perfect. That here.
good.
So think this pose in 3 steps. First thing, don't hold the breath in a moment. If you notice that your breath will increase rapidly, remain breathing through the nose. Don't open the mouth and don't hold the breath. And the steps of the poses. First thing, create the foundation. So just pay attention here, okay? Create the foundation. Notice the distance of the shoulders. Place the forearms on the ground, interlace the fingers, protract the shoulder blades, and then place the head between the wrists. This is the first step, right? Create a
Hmm.
foundation. Second step. Exhale, lift the hips, and walk forward, lift the toes. Second step. Third step.
Hmm.
Bend your knee, bring the knee close to the chest, and bend the another one. Feet together. Third step. Exhale, lift the knees. Fourth step, and extend the legs. Fifth step, extending the legs and engaging the glutes. Those in in these 5 steps, that will be easier to control. Okay,
Okay.
let's do it. Good. Creating the foundation. Perfect. Protracting the shoulder blades. Curving the spine. Lift the hips the more that you can with the legs extended. Good. Walk forward with the legs extended. Or bend one knee, bend the another one, lifting the hips. Good. Feet together. Breathe through the nose. Feet together. Lift the legs up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe in. Good. You're doing great. Perfect. You can do it. Nice. Breathe. You are already in the pose. Just breathe. Bring it back. Almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there. You enter in the pose in a good way, but then I think that the fear of lose the balance push us back.
Yeah.
It's completely
A
normal.
little
Okay, but just try
bit.
to already enter in the pose in the perfect alignment, because it will be easier to remain balanced in the pose. One thing that helps a lot is to pay attention that when you are entering the pose like this is really important. When you are in this position here,
Mm-hmm.
forward, don't bend the knees yet. Remain with the legs extended completely. Walk forward with the legs extended, and when you bend one
Mm-hmm.
knee, remain with this another one extended. Lean forward. Shift the weight to the tip of your toes, and then you bend the knees. It's better to control the pose.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Head between the hands. Push the ground away from you with the elbows. Closing the elbows. Good. Lift the hips. Walk forward with the legs extended. Nice. Walk forward with the tip of your toes. Good. Nice. Bend one knee. Pointing the foot. Good. Shift the weight forward. Bend the another one. Great. Almost there. No problem. Take a rest and let's do the last one of today, okay?
Yeah, easy.
Your nose, take a rest. In the first class is a little bit hard. Perfect.
I think already that like to the tired muscles, like everything is shaking a bit and it makes everything a little bit more unstable.
You're feeling
Yeah.
more in the shoulders,
Actually more like in the back almost, like back and shoulders. Yeah.
all this upper region actually, right? The
Yeah,
shoulder
yeah, exactly.
up to
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
neck.
yeah, true.
We will do a stretch in the final of the class that will release this muscle. All the time that you do the Sirsasana, you do this stretch for
Yeah.
releasing this muscle. So you feel that will be great. Last time, paying attention to the technique, feed the distance of the shoulders, good. Interlace the fingers on the ground. Curve the spine completely, good. Place the head between the wrists, good, my friend. Lift the hips, just lift the hips, extending the legs, good. Walk forward with the tip of your toes. Walk the more that you can with the legs extended, good. Nice. Bend one knee, remain with the another one extended. Lean forward, bend the another one. Bend the knee. Hold this position here. Perfect. Breathe. Bring the hips back. Good. Good. Perfect. Extend one leg towards the sky.
Ah,
Perfect.
no power left. It's like it's done.
Great, my friend. My friend,
Oh,
for our today's